girlies, this is how not to do your eyebrows and not to do your lipstick. I did this for a tattoo removal vlog. If you didn't see the tattoo removal vlog, I'll put the link below. When you go to like a beautician or somewhere like, and then they, you know, when they cleaning your makeup off and they're just like, it's like, yeah, dude, you're like stretching half of my face. My face is not a balloon. They're like, you hate that. Bit of the Jane Iredale Mineralize Glow Time Split that pimple. FitCover Mineral Makeup, and I'm using the color Naked. I do prefer a smaller brush. I feel that you can get more attention to detail with smaller brushes. So this is by Crown Brush. Get my toner upside down, give it a little bang. I also get this lighter color and I put it down the crown of my nose and in this section just here. Also in the T section. Buffing brush. Make sure you do the neck because the face and the neck need to match. Down the side of your neck, where you put the dark will make things look narrower. So putting it down the side of your neck inside the jawline here will narrow the jaws. And I like to accentuate my cheekbones. Tiny bit more and carefully shade in my nose. Real Techniques contour brush. If you wanted to go back to some Naked, eyebrow brush, and I use Inglot. literally 15 minutes. I'm totally obsessed. So like shooting and really heavy professional makeup pretty much every single day, really congesting my pores. So then last year I saw on social media that all about this brand, FitCover. And I got one order of it. I got the 3 shades so I could contour my face, and I absolutely loved it. So I literally bought, and I bought so much of it. This will last me for ages. The reason I never bought the kabuki brush was just because I had already bought a whole bunch of professional brushes anyway. So I figured, well, I don't exactly need any more brushes. But however, I would probably buy the kabuki brush with my next order, only for simply convenience reasons, because it sits in that little container and you can kind of just take it, you know, out with you. And if you need a touch up as you go, if you go to the gym or you go out, brush. So my next order, I probably would get that in, and it comes also in a set. And they also have a Lash Max filler mascara, which is like I'm pretty sure it's like a fiber lash mascara, and I probably would order that in my next sort of order as well. Well, I do get the lash lift done, but other than that, I don't really use much on my eyes unless I'm going for a really dramatic look. So I probably would order those 2 other things. But I was just basically convinced, like, as you saw, I do use a little bit of the Jane Ida Mineralized, just because I do have darker circles underneath my eyes because my skin is so white and transparent. There are veins that you can kind of see a little bit. So I kind of just put that on there. But to be honest, I really don't think it makes much of a difference. I think that the Naked by itself would be completely fine. Again, I use the 3 shades. For myself and my skin tone, I use Naked, Active, and Inspired. Active, and Inspired. I don't use the Naked all over my face because I feel it makes me look washed out with my skin tone. I like a little bit of color. So I do go a little bit darker and use the shade Active for all over, and just the Naked where I want to contour. And then the Inspired, which is really dark. I would never ever do my whole face with Inspired. I'm too white for this, but it's really great for giving a nice chiseled contoured look. And I also contour my eyes with it as well, as you saw in there, and then put a little bit more of the Naked on the inside. This is not an affiliation at all. I'm no way in partnership with FitCover at all. They don't even know that I'm doing this. I just love it. And I was a person who was, because of the professionally, I was wearing a lot of heavy makeup every single day, sweating in it. I was on set every day, and I was also able to cover this big pimple. I usually get one of these big pimples every time mid-cycle when I'm gonna ovulate every single month. It's like a hormonal one and it's so deep. It's like a really deep pimple, but I was able to cover that up. So tomorrow I'm going to do for you a more dramatic, heavier looking makeup because I am shooting tomorrow, and when I'm shooting I like a more dramatic look. I would not use that makeup every single day. I used to use this makeup every single day. After years and years and years of it, I was like, my skin just needs to breathe. I need enough. I need stuff that I can wear to the gym. It's okay if I'm studying and then I happen to fall asleep at night with my makeup on, which I don't recommend you do, but you know what, sometimes I do, and I don't feel so bad about it. Whereas if I'm going to fall asleep in professional makeup, then yeah, it's not very good for your skin at all. I'll put the link for FitCover down below. They often have sales, but you're probably going to miss this one. But right now they have a sale on for 50% off the Lash Max mascara whenever you buy any foundation. So these were the brushes that I used today on my face. Well, actually not all of them. Some of these I've used previously. What I'm going to do with these to clean these, so because I have that pimple on my chin. Look, these, I don't have to wash my brushes every single day because they're only being used on my face. If they were being used on other people, yeah, you have to wash them after every single day. But because tomorrow I'm using a different makeup completely. Look, if today I had done the big dramatic makeup and then tomorrow mineral makeup, I don't want that like silicone based makeup to like mix with this. So I would wash them, and I usually like to wash with, you know, those mitts and soap and give them a good scrub. But because tomorrow it's kind of like in reverse, so mineral wouldn't, I mean, I'm going heavier tomorrow. It's like going, you don't want to go from heavy to light. You don't want to go from light to heavy. So I'm not going to give these a full wash today. It's really unnecessary. But what I am going to do is give them a spray with this. It's just isopropyl alcohol. And also because I've had a pimple, when you put the brushes all back in the same container, so I would not put them back in that big same container. I would just leave them out. Some of these I'm going to use tomorrow and some of them I will not use tomorrow. But basically I just get the brush that I used, give it a little spray with the alcohol, and then give it a little wipe. just so, because the bacteria that is on that brush from that pimple and my skin can then transfer onto the rest of your face, and it will also transfer to the other brushes, which is why I'm not going to put the used brushes back in the container with those clean brushes. So you give it there, you can see that that's all come off there. So it's pretty much sanitized anyway, and then I would put that back. Once I've done all of these brushes, I will put all of them back just in that one, this one there, because I know that they're used, and I'm going to be using some of these tomorrow anyway. Yeah, but I'm also want to just point out that I have done a course with a lady by the name of Dana, and if you've ever glamour modeled or in Australia, you would know over the past 25 years, you would know who Dana is. See, look at all that coming off. You would know who Dana is. She's like the best makeup artist in this country for glamour. So I did a course with her when I started in the business, and it saved me like so much time. You know, every day I can do my makeup that it is like professional if I wanted to, or I can do natural make. Now she's back on the Gold Coast, and she has like a little she works out of a salon in there. Again, I'm not affiliated with her in any way, she's just awesome, but she does courses amazing. If you want to learn from anyone, learn from her. But she's can also do a course. This is a course that I did, and that's and that's a course where she can do an overhaul of your entire makeup. So you take all your makeup into her, she'll pull out everything that you don't need, give you what you do need, and the brushes that you need. So I got all of these professional brushes. She ordered these for me when I did the course with her, and then she teaches you with what you need, the brushes that you need, and the shades and the colors and the brands that you need specifically for you, and will teach you how to apply it and everything like that. So I'm going to put Dana's Instagram details down below, because if you're ever up in the Gold Coast, sometimes she does travel around to other cities in Australia as well, and just contact her and tell her that you saw it through me on this channel and that you want to book in the course how to do your own face, because the techniques that I did on my own face are not necessarily, we all have different eye shapes, we all have different nose shapes, we all have different face shapes and different kind of things that you want to achieve. Like the way that I'm going to do my makeup tomorrow is a little bit different to the makeup that I have done today, because it's going to be like a much more dramatic look, but generally it is very, very similar. So give her a follow. I'd recommend it. You know, it does cost a little bit of money, but in all honesty, I have done my makeup on set for magazine covers, on, you know, and done also my own makeup for DVD covers has been my own makeup, and even I've got to set sometimes, and like once a makeup artist was stuck like in a really bad car accident and couldn't get past, so you know, I did my own makeup on set. So you know, it saved me a lot. Like just knowing how to do my own face is like really, really important. Even if you're not shooting, it's just like a really good practical thing to have. Like you can always make yourself look amazing.